Through the Career Maternity Services programs that are run by Mungaburina Aboriginal Corporation, we do a tummy cast or a Boorai cast.
Regardless as to whether a lot of young people want to admit it or not, sex is an important part of all their lives now. It's almost like a shift in culture.
Do the breast again.
And this was an idea that we came up with, and how to talk about our body. Our breasts, our stomach and our reproductive organs are all used in sex, but it's the way that we use them, the way we look after them. So making sure we have contraceptives, making sure that if we are having, more than one partner, that we're looking at protecting both ourselves and our partners.
A lot of young women that present to our program have low self-esteem problems. They're not comfortable with their body. They really don't know what's happening. Their breasts are enlarged and they've got this great big tummy and they just don't know what to do.
The reason that we always start off with the breast part of it is because that's actually the most important part about when we have a baby, is because it's their first nurturing, it's their first bonding and connection to you.
As a worker, I actually apply the cast, so I tell them how important their breasts are, not only during the pregnancy but prior to, because they are a part of sex. So, the breasts have got, and they need to be comfortable with those. Once they have a baby, they have to bring their breast out when baby wants to be fed. So it's getting them comfortable around what their breasts are for, that they're not to hide. Then we go down around to the belly area, and in that I talk about how baby grows through the actual pregnancy itself, through the 9 months, what's going to happen, how they're going to be feeling, and the importance also about staying, sexually healthy as well as eating healthy.
This is where all our placenta and that is at the moment. So this is what's protecting baby and looking after baby at the moment. All around.
Then we get right down to the bottom period, and then I try and talk about how, there are going to be changes, through the birth itself, the birth canal itself, that, there will be pain, but at the end of the day they'll have this beautiful little baby.
And this last piece is actual right where all our reproductive organs are, right down this low.
The whole idea behind the cast is to get them comfortable with their body and with the changes that their body's going through. And then of course the cultural journey comes back to that, where they put their cultural journey onto the cast.
I want to do this on me, this one.
Your journey?
Life, yeah.
If they've got a partner, they share that journey with the partner, and a lot of them come from different mobs. So the partner might say, I want this to go on that, or the mum might say, I want that to go on it. So it's a really it's a cultural journey in the sense that they both go on it if they have a partner.
Me and Andrew come from the same clan. You didn't do so. Might be just have our tribal cultures on it or something.
Yeah.
But if they don't have a partner, I still take the client through that cultural journey, so that I tell them, put your people, put your feelings on it.
Oh, look at that.
Now look, see?
Oh my god.
Holy that's
Huge.
It's not
Well,
huge.
for my belly.
It's a little masterpiece. It's such a little basketball in there. So in doing that process, Andrew, how did you feel? Yeah?
good, yeah.
Yeah?
It was
Harsh?
fun.
It was weird.
Do you feel you've got a closer bond
Yeah.
after doing that? Harsh?
I just can't wait to paint it. It was good. I'm glad he's here.
Oh, that's good.
Put it down.
It also includes the workers too. The workers get included in that journey, and I think it's a privilege to be part of it. And it's also a privilege for them to be comfortable in telling you their stories, especially if they have had someone who has passed, and they're quite happy to share that, because part of our culture is we don't talk a lot about someone who's passed. But these young people will say, this star up here represents my grandmother and she passed away. So those sort of things, it's very good for them to share those things. Some of the mums we meet for the first time, and they've had other babes and they've lost them, and we haven't been part of that journey with them, but they share that journey with us. So then as a worker you can sort of look at it and think, oh okay then, well I need to be really careful around the 8th months in case this young person thinks the same thing's going to happen to this baby. Sometimes you get confronted with some stories that you'd like to run away from, but you stay and you be strong for that young person that is telling you the story.
I'm 37 weeks, I have 3 weeks left. I'm tired, but I'm excited. Well, with this cast, I'm gonna hand it down to my grandmother and give it to her. Because my grandmother's a big part of my life. She helped grow me up. It's just about where my mum and my dad come from. And that there is a old shipwreck that came into Yarrabah and landed there and stayed there. And that's a cross, a symbol that represents Christianity. When I was painting it, it all fit in well. Like, I didn't expect it to be like this, but it turned out the way I wanted it to. I've had 2 miscarriages before this one, and I've never went to programs like I do with our nutrition now stuff until this one. So it is a big difference to me. Because I got that support there, I think, and it helps a lot. Thanks to her, I'm where I am.
His name's LeBron Taniela Walter Mark Galbraith. The little people on there is the spirits, mostly of the people that we lost. So yeah, they're like looking over him. The blue circles is like my family, and the green one is Andrew's, and that's my hand and his, to know that like we'll always be there. And the emu is there for our clan, which is Yidinji, and that's up in Queensland. And the big circle is just saying that like a new life is coming into the world, which is LeBron. Hey, Baba.